Geobyte.
Hi students, welcome to the Geobyte Diploma series. In this video, we are going to discuss different pressure measuring devices like pressure gauges. The devices available in the market for measuring the pressure of the liquid are piezometer. Remember, piezometer is for only positive pressure, only for positive gauge pressure, only for positive gauge pressure, positive gauge pressure. Whereas YouTube manometer and Bourdon's pressure gauge both are suitable for both positive gauge pressure and negative gauge pressure. For both positive gauge pressure, for both positive gauge pressure and negative gauge pressure, and negative means vacuum gauge pressure, vacuum gauge pressure. Similarly, Bourdon's pressure gauge is also both both positive gauge pressure, for both positive gauge pressure, positive gauge pressure, positive gauge pressure and negative gauge pressure, negative gauge pressure. Now first let us take the piezometer. First let us take the piezometer. Let us take a pipe. Let us take a pipe which is carrying some liquid. The pipe is carrying some liquids like this. The pipe is carrying some liquids. If I connect the piezometer is a transparent type glass tube. This is the piezometer. Piezometer is the transparent type glass tube. This piezometer, one end is exposed to atmosphere, therefore atmospheric pressure is acting on the upper end, and the lower end is exposed to the liquid pressure which is flowing through the pipe. Here this liquid pressure must be atmospheric pressure, then only the piezometer can read the gauge pressure. Once the liquid pressure is above atmospheric pressure, the liquid can rise up to certain level in the piezometer. Assume the liquid is rising for a height of h from the center of the flow. From the center of the flow, let this be the center of the flow. With respect to the center of the flow, the liquid in the piezometer is rising for a height of h. Then the gauge pressure at the center of the flow, at the center of the flow, Pg equal to formula rho into G into H, where rho equal to density of the liquid which is flowing through the pipe, where rho equal to density of the liquid which is flowing through the pipe, density of liquid flowing through the pipe, flowing through the pipe. G equal to gravity constant, gravity constant. H equal height of rise of liquid in the piezometer, H equal to height of rise of liquid, height of rise of liquid in the piezometer. In the piezometer from the center of the pipe, from the center of the pipe. That is how the gauge pressure can be used for measuring the positive gauge pressure. Now come to the U-tube manometers. U-tube manometers. You know, U-tube manometers are suitable for both positive gauge pressure and negative gauge pressure. There are three types of U-tube manometers are available in the market. First one, simple U-tube manometer. Here the manometer is looking like a letter U. Manometer looks like a letter U, that's why the manometers are also called U-tube manometers. The second one, differential U-tube manometer. Third one, inverted differential U-tube manometer. Inverted differential U-tube manometer. First let us take the simple U-tube manometer. Take the simple U-tube manometer. Simple U-tube manometer. Let us take a pipe. Let this is a pipe which is carrying some liquid. Let this is the pipe which is carrying some liquid. Pipes are generally with circular cross section. Assume this pipe is carrying some liquid. That liquid of specific gravity, S. And U-tube manometer is connected like this. This is how U-tube manometer is connected. This is the U-tube manometer. Generally this U-tube manometer is filled with mercury. The mercury may be occupying, this is the mercury may be occupying this level. This is the level of the mercury occupied by the mercury. This is the mercury. If I assume liquid which is flowing through the pipe is maintaining the specific gravity S1, and mercury present in the manometer is maintaining the specific gravity S2. Now I am connecting the left end of the U-tube manometer to the liquid which is flowing through the pipe, and the other end is open to atmosphere. Other end is open to atmosphere. Therefore, on the other end, atmospheric pressure is acting. Assume this is the center of the liquid where the gas pressure is P suffix A. If the gas pressure at A is more than the atmospheric pressure, if gas pressure at A is more than atmospheric pressure, then the pipe liquid is pushing down the mercury in the left side. Proportionately, the mercury will be rising in the manometer. Assume the mercury is rising in the right limb. This is called, right side part is called right limb, left side part is called left limb. The mercury is rising in the left limb for a height of h2, and that liquid which is flowing through the pipe, can occupy up to this level. Now you try to mark the intersection between the liquid flowing through the pipe and mercury. This is the intersection. From that point you write a reference line, let that is xx. Now assume this is the height of liquid flowing through the pipe with a specific gravity S1. Mercury is maintaining specific gravity S2, is rising in the right limb for a height of h2. Now assume the pressure head at the center of the pipe. Is HA. Now condition for equilibrium. Condition for equilibrium is total pressure head in the left limb side is equal to pressure head in the right limb side. Total pressure head in the left limb side is pressure head at the center of the pipe plus S1 H1, that is the pressure head maintained by the liquid which is flowing through the pipe, must be equal to S2 H2. This is the pressure head maintained by the mercury in the right limb plus atmospheric pressure head. But generally gauge pressure is measured with respect to atmospheric pressure. Since the gauge pressure is measured with respect to atmospheric pressure head is taken as reference head. Therefore that reference head is taken as 0. Then I can say that HA plus S1 H1 is equal to S2 H2. Therefore pressure head at the center of the flow, at the center of the pipe, pressure head at the center of the pipe, HA equal to S2 H2 minus S1 H1, and pressure at the center of the pipe, at the center of the pipe, pressure at the center of the pipe, P suffix A equal to rho of the liquid which is flowing through the pipe, into G into pressure head of the liquid at the center of the flow, at the center of the pipe, where PA equal to pressure, gauge pressure, gauge pressure, gauge pressure at the center of the pipe, center of pipe. Rho equal to density of the liquid, density of liquid flowing through the pipe, flowing through the pipe, density of the liquid flowing through the pipe. HA equal to pressure head, pressure head at the center of the flow, at the center of the flow. G equal to gravity constant, that G value is 9.81 meter per second square, meter per second square. That is how simple YouTube manometer can give the reading. For the same simple YouTube manometer, again let us take the pipe is carrying some liquid, This is the liquid carried by the 1 minute. I'll use the different color. This is the liquid which is flowing through the pipe. Liquid which is flowing through the pipe of specific gravity S1. This may be the center of the pipe A, where the pressure head is HA and the pressure is PA. Pressure head is HA, pressure is PA. Now you are connecting YouTube manometer for measuring the pressure like this. This is the YouTube manometer. YouTube manometer is connected like this. Now this YouTube manometer is filled with some mercury like this. This is the mercury. That is how the mercury is filled. Before it is connected to the pipe, the level of the mercury on both sides remains same, because both limbs are exposed to atmosphere. But once I connect the left limb to the pipe where the pressure is to be measured, then mercury may be rising or falling in one of the ends. This is the atmospheric pressure which is acting vertically downwards. Here assume if the pressure at the center of the pipe is less than atmospheric pressure. If the pressure at the center of the pipe is less than atmospheric pressure, then the mercury is rising in the left limb. Assume the mercury is rising in the left limb for a height of h2 with specific gravity of the mercury s2. Then this height is occupied by the liquid which is flowing through the pipe. The liquid which is flowing through the pipe, the liquid which is flowing through the pipe is occupying this much height. This is the liquid pipe height with a specific gravity S1. Now you try to mark the lowest position of the mercury. From that point you draw a reference line XX. Now condition for equilibrium is, with respect to the reference line XX, condition for condition condition for equilibrium is condition for equilibrium with respect to xx is HA, pressure head at the center of the pipe flow, plus S1 H1, this is the pressure head by the liquid flowing through the pipe, plus pressure head maintained by mercury. These two are in the left side of the limb only. It must be equal to atmospheric pressure head. But generally gauge pressure is decided with respect to atmospheric pressure. Gauge pressure is gauge pressure is decided with respect to atmospheric pressure. Therefore atmospheric pressure head is taken as 0. Then pressure head at the center of the pipe. Therefore pressure head at the center of the pipe, at the center of pipe, pressure head at the center of the pipe, HA equal to minus of S1 H1 plus S2 H2. Here it is negative because the atmospheric pressure is more than liquid pressure, means liquid is maintaining the pressure less than atmospheric pressure, or liquid is maintaining the vacuum gauge pressure. Therefore pressure at the center of the flow or at the center of the pipe, pressure at the center of the pipe, PA equal to rho into G into HA. The rho equal to again density of the liquid which is flowing through the pipe, where rho equal to density of liquid flowing through the pipe, density of the liquid which is flowing through the pipe. That is how the vacuum pressure can be maintained, or vacuum pressure head or vacuum pressure can be measured with a simple U-tube manometer. Now come to the differential U-tube manometer. Next one, differential U-tube manometer. Remember, simple U-tube manometer is used for finding the pressure at a particular state or at a particular location, whereas differential U-tube manometer is used for finding the pressure difference between the 2 points of the same pipeline, or pressure difference between the 2 different pipe flows. Let me write that point. Simple U-tube manometer is used for finding the pressure at a particular state, whereas differential U-tube manometer is used for is used for finding the pressure difference, the pressure difference pressure difference between pressure difference between 2 points 2 points of the same pipe flow or pressure difference between the two different pipe flows, two different pipe flows two different pipe flows. It is like this. Let this is the one pipe. Let this is the one pipe is carrying some liquid. Is carrying some liquid like this. It is carrying some liquid of specific gravity S1, and this is the another pipe, maybe at the same level or different level is carrying either same liquid or some other liquid. Assume the specific gravity of the liquid flowing through the pipe B. Let this is the pipe B, this is the pipe A. Specific gravity of the liquid flowing through the pipe B is S3. By assuming the mercury, this is the manometer, differential manometer is connected like this. This is how the differential YouTube manometer is connected between the two different flows or between the different states of the same pipe flow. This manometer itself is maintaining some liquid called mercury, heavy liquid. Generally it is heavy liquid. The level of the mercury remains same before it is connected to the pipes. The level of the mercury remains same. Level of the mercury remains same before it is connected to the pipes. Since the two limbs are connected to before it is connected to the pipes, since the two limbs are open to atmosphere, the level of the mercury on both sides remains same. Now let us assume the pressure at the center of the pipe A is PA and pressure head is HA. Similarly, pressure at the center of the pipe B is PB and pressure head is HB. If I say if condition, if the PA is more than PB, the pressure of the liquid in the pipe A is more than pressure of the liquid in the pipe B, then the pipe A liquid is pushing down the mercury, then mercury is rising in the right limb. For example, if the PB is more than PA, then the same mercury will be rising in the left limb. Anyhow, if I assume S to be the specific gravity of the mercury present in the manometer, that mercury is rising for a height of H2. Then the pipe A liquid the pipe A liquid can occupy up to this level with a height of h1. Mercury will be rising for a height of h2. 1 minute, let me write clearly. This is the h1. Then pipe B liquid is occupying this height. This is the pipe B liquid H3 with a specific gravity S3. Then wherever the bottommost position of the mercury is there, from the bottommost position of the mercury level, you try to pass a plane, that is the reference plane XX. So condition for equilibrium with respect to XX is total pressure head in the left limb must be equal to total pressure head in the right limb. Pressure head in the left limb HA, pressure head in the left limb HA plus S1 H1. It must be equal to pressure head in the right limb HB plus S3 H3 plus S2 H2. That is the, look at the diagram. H2 and H3 both are in the right side. Therefore, S2 H2 and S3 H3 in the right side. For example, if PB is more than PA, then the mercury will be rising in the left limb. Then S2 H2 comes in the left side of the equation. You know, this part and this part always same. Then the S2 H2 location, whether it is in the left side of the equation or right side of the equation, that is completely depending on the rising position. If the mercury is rising in the right limb side, S2 H2 comes in the right side of the equation. If the mercury is rising in the left side limb, then S2 H2 comes in the left side of the equation. Then pressure head difference between A and B. Pressure head difference between A and B like this. HA minus HB is equal to S3 H3 plus S2 H2 minus S1 H1. That is the pressure head difference. Therefore, pressure difference between A and B, pressure difference between A and B is PA minus PB is equal to rho into rho G into HA minus HB. That is how you can find the pressure difference between the A and B. I hope you understood the simple YouTube manometer and differential YouTube manometer. With this, I am closing this video. In the next video, we will discuss the numericals on the simple YouTube manometers and differential YouTube manometers. Thank you very much.
Geobyte.